So I'm trying something new this year where I include other people in my show. And I've been interviewing some people from Shark Week. And I started off with Miss Vicky Vásquez, who, if you've ever watched my show before, you know that I absolutely love. And we've become real life friends, which is magical. And we got to talk about sharks. So here's that. The first question is, what is your favorite shark?
Okay. My favorite shark is a cookie cutter shark because it won't kill you. It just leaves a scar.
Ooh, like a tattoo parlor.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're the only shark that is technically a parasite because it is, for the most part, not killing its prey, which is, really big stuff like a white shark or a whale shark or an actual whale.
Is it like sucking nutrients out of it, the things it bites?
No, it literally is taking a cookie cutter shape of flesh.
Oh, it just takes little. Oh my god,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Is
it
my
like
favorite shark?
Circle? Like
kind of like that, and they're small, so like probably like my forearm is maximum length.
The whole shark.
And so that's why they're they're a weird shark, and the more you learn about them, the weirder they are. They also kind of glow.
Ooh. Oh, I like them.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And the reason they glow is super weird. It's actually like a Harry Potter invisibility cloak. It's like it lights up just enough so its shadow, like its silhouette, is
cool. Oh, that's very cool. You know what? You're correct. This is the favorite shark. Your answer that should be an opinion is also factually correct.
Okay, cool.
Okay, second question. What is your least favorite shark?
Ooh, I've never thought about that, but I would have to say that the shark that I make the most fun of is definitely a great white shark.
Okay.
Because it's like I like to like anthropomorphize, which as a scientist is bad, but for fun it's great. And so that's basically how Jaws became like sharks are villains. But in a funner way, that's also how sharks became tornadoes.
Oh, that's true. Very true. Very, very true.
Yes. So I like to.
They were like the basic bitches of Shark World. Is that it? Is it?
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Perfect. Yes. So yeah, I like to just picture great white sharks as these like these sharks swimming around the ocean, totally full of themselves, but like none of the other sea life is convinced. They're just like, oh god, great white shark again.
It's like Clueless in the Sea.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
The shares of the sea. Okay, third question. What is your second favorite animal? So not a shark. What would be next?
It would be a white Siberian tiger.
Ooh, okay.
Which is funny because it's the only reason it's specifically that is because I grew up in San Diego. And so the San Diego Zoo has this like Tiger River, and there was this whole story of a white tiger that someone was trying to smuggle over the border, and it was like a little baby cub, and they figured it out and like rescued it to the zoo, and then like it's now like a full-grown tiger. And so they used to have like, it was like a mascot. They used to have these posters, and it would be like Blanca, and I was like, that's my favorite animal.
Was is Blanca still with us?
I don't know. Okay. They definitely kind of got into a thing of like these albino like animals. So I think at one point they had more than one white tiger, and then I think like it went on a vacation somewhere, not like to the farm. I mean like to like maybe Chicago. I don't know.
Well, it went like on a real vacation. They didn't take it out back. Good. Okay, good. No, there was
definitely
an otter, a sea otter when I was a kid at the Monterey Bay Aquarium named Milk Dud. who I was a hardcore fan of Milk Dud, so I understand the sentiment.
Okay, cool.
I had like Milk Dud toys. Like, took a very
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, great. Next question. Number 4. What shark fact turns you on?
I love this because I'm super spazzy. So anything that's kind of like sexy, I just bring it back to dorky. So what turns me on are bioluminescent photophores, because
Ooh.
this is what sharks have to help them glow, which is super cool. I'm definitely not an expert on like glowing properties, but from what I understand, when you see bioluminescence from other animals in the ocean and it's like these like little flashes and stuff,
Mhm.
it can be communication. They're doing these cool little like uh, chemical explosions, and so that's why they come out like flashes. Whereas it seems, I think it's like hormonal in a shark, and so that's why it comes on more like an old light, like burr, 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 and then
Oh, that's
they hide
so they're
with their
not.
photophores.
Oh my gosh, that's very cool. Or are they moody? Is it like, oh, like I don't feel well. I'm gonna flash.
Kind of, that would totally work because invisibility cloak. I'd be like, I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with this today.
Oh my god, I just don't want to. Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, then the opposite question is next. What shark fact turns you off?
The shark fact that probably turns me off the most is about their livers. Liver alone when you have a chance. No, sorry,
Oh, no.
I couldn't have it. Okay. The reason is because sharks have these unusually oily livers.
Mhm.
And so back in the day, this was one of the primary things that had been decimating shark populations. So, like in the early 1900s, they were using oily livers from sharks for things like the same that they would do with whales, I believe. So, like to help light things.
Oh, uh-huh.
And then the other one, which is kind of weird, is like vitamin A production, which we don't really use vitamin A anymore. I think it's a different vitamin now. Um, that's part not my expertise. See, I quickly went down after vitamin A, but that was something that was created with those oily livers of sharks,
Mhm.
and then it became something synthetic. So basically what happened was there's this industry that just was like, yeah, lots of sharks, let's just take. And then they never paid attention to what sort of negative effect that had. So that's why basking sharks are like a protected shark off of like the United States and most of the world, because they're super big, they're super nice because they only eat plankton. We're totally fine. Yeah. But their size was also a reason that they wanted these livers. So it's like a cool thing that the sharks have, because it's like, like how other fish have swim bladders and that helps them like float.
Uh-huh.
These livers do the same thing for the sharks, which is why they can be so unusual.
Oh.
So it's like this cool adaptation that got twisted into a sad fisheries story. But I mean, on the bright side, there's, basking shark protection now.
Yeah. Oh, poor sharkies. Are shark livers where I always get them confused. I know there's squalene and squalane, and one of them is
Oh, I'm so glad you know.
and one of them is a shark thing, and I'm always like, which one is it? And like just get scared off by both because I don't want to accidentally buy the shark one.
That's so cool you brought that up. It's squalene and it's spelled,
Okay.
well, I mean,
That's
in California, maybe in the East Coast,
the shark one though.
Yes.
Okay.
It is basically like where that oil is coming from in the livers. And it's like such a thing, especially back in the day, to characterize a shark, that like if you watch Jaws, the marine biologist dude, yeah, like in the beginning, he's looking at bite and he says, like, instead of being like it's a shark, he's like it's some sort of squalene. I forgot how he says it.
Oh.
But he's referring to squalid. I think he says this is a squalid, and he's referring to sharks. And then, even coincidentally cooler, the shark behind me is from that group that they call still today like squalid sharks, because he's got a squalid.
Oh. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was even past. I just knew that like there was, I knew that that was a problem with like a lot of beauty products sort of hiding the fact that they were reusing like byproducts of sharks, was to like just call it something else, and was like not, and so I know to be like watchful of that as an ingredient for things, but I didn't know any of the story past that it was like a type of shark. Like
and I don't know what it says in cosmetics, but another one, which is like a lot of people don't know, is like the shiny stuff in makeup can potentially be from fish scales.
Oh, so like if something has like a
like a, you know,
the makeup I have,
eyeshadow. Your whole face is fish.
I'm covered in fish. Who, aside from yourself, obviously, do you think is the sexiest Shark Week alum?
The sexiest Shark Week alum. I'm gonna go with. She's gonna hate me for saying this. Dr. Michelle Hype.
Ooh, okay. I'll like find a picture and be like.
She's a super cool scientist, and I think she was like completely featured in an episode. And if you look through a lot of Shark Week episodes, it's very hard to find episodes that are kind of focusing on a female shark researcher.
Yeah,
and she's doing stuff like with bull sharks and studying them in and out of like estuaries, like and bays and stuff, like around like Florida in the South.
Cool.
So it's like cool research. She's doing tags. Shark Week loves sharks that have tags on them. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, you know, making sure where the bull sharks are near areas where we are, which is good to know.
Yeah, very good to know. What's the biggest shark mistake that you've ever made?
Oh, a shark mistake?
Yeah, what's your shark mistake?
Oh, I have one. Dang it.
What is it?
What I meant to say, or would have liked to say, is I have never made a mistake, so wouldn't know. But it's a really good one because and I have a prop to tell this story. This is so good. See, this is why I like to not know what the questions are.
That's to me right now.
So for a super long time there, in my the lab that I been in for my graduate school work is called the Pacific Shark Research Center, and there has been this shark head that has been there for like I don't know how long. So I guess fun plug for my Instagram. If you look down, I don't know how far down, but there's like video of me talking about like how cool Mako sharks are and like how fast they can go. It was very similar to how I would be talking now because this is a Mako shark head. See how close I can get to the camera.
Oh my god! Oh, it disappears. There it is. Hello.
Yeah,
hi.
That's what I was like. I can take off the blur, but I think if it just knows that I'm there, it's okay. See, like if it's just my head.
Perfect. Yeah, make it replace your face and then it won't.
So point being, I'm talking about Mako sharks, and I get a phone call. I think it was a phone call, or maybe no. I think my professor just came by, and it seemed like he had ran over, but it's a little bit coincidence. But my point is, I post that like online. I'm in the labs. All of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, my professor is like, "Did you just post something about like a shark?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." And he's like, "I just got a call from like the East Coast." So there was a really cool scientist over there, another female, Dr. Lisa Natanson, also super amazing with her work, also a pretty lady. And she was hanging out with Joe Romero, I think, like the Shark Week cameraman.
Yep.
And so I think what happened was just some point in the conversation, when you're like kind of both on your phone or something. And then he was like, "Hey, I think that's a blue shark." And he looks at, and they're like, "Yeah, that's a blue shark." So Dr. Natanson is good friends with my professor, Dr. Dave Ebert. So she's like, hey, just so you know, your student like is talking about the wrong shark. Like, so it's super sweet of them because they were doing it like on the low.
Yeah.
So like it didn't like look like a dummy.
Oh no.
But I can tell you how Joe knew this, and it's because it's definitely hard to see right now, which is also why it made Joe noticing this so much more amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But these teeth here are really smooth, and on a blue shark, they're more serrated, like your knife. And so he was able to tell that the shark that I was holding, not this mako shark, was a blue shark because he could tell that the teeth were serrated.
Oh, cool.
So in my defense, my professor and other people in the lab had totally been calling this a blue shark, and I just listened. That's your cat. Maybe the same cat.
Oh my God.
They like the shark head smell. So anyways.
Oh man, I'm pretty relieved that your shark mistake was an intellectual one and not like blood.
Oh yes. Nothing. Yeah, I have yet to accidentally harm a shark. A shark has accidentally harmed me. It was dead, and it was basically. I can show you with this head. Don't grab it the wrong way.
Oh no! Oh, you just like gotta. Oh,
yeah.
It's like barbed wire. That's
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, please don't do that again. Question 8: would you rather watch Jaws 3 or Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I like the Jaws sequels for different reasons than I would say like the first. They're in their own categories. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you can find a way to have LL Cool J rap about sharks, always in.
Question number 9. Oh, we're doing it, Vicky.
Question
9. Would you rather, and the assumption here being that there are sharks around, would you rather cage dive but you're in a wetsuit full of dead fish, like stuffed, or would you rather be like free diving, no equipment, no nothing, but you're naked?
Well, I totally would have got the second one, except I like to think of myself as a never nude.
Uh-huh.
So it would be kind of like a Russian doll. You'd be like, what is she getting in the water?
What if I promise nobody's around?
I don't know. I mean, the plankton are still there, and they can see me.
All right, so we're gonna stuff you full of fish. It's not great.
So you know what? I have to say that because I've done it before.
Oh, you've been in a wetsuit full of fish?
No, but I stood in a bucket, and if you give me a second, I bet you can put the picture behind me.
Oh my God, yes, please.
Just like in a bucket of chums, so very similar to that.
All right, so it's an easy transition for you to just in a wetsuit full of fish. The final question is, if you could have any shark-based wish come true, what would it be?
A shark-based wish.
Mm-hmm. You get a shark genie. You get one.
My shark-based wish would be to have a Mary Poppins bag of funding. And I would just be like, whoop, another tag, thank you. And then like another one would be for like a really cool big aquarium. So we could do all these like inside studies, but like we'd have so much money that the aquariums wouldn't make you sad because they look too small. They'd be like huge.
I love no sad aquariums.
Made a wish for more wishes.
Yeah, but like I appreciate the thought that went into making sure it wasn't wishing for more wishes. The Poppins bag is like you found a perfect way to get around the genie rules.
I know, I need to meet one.
And I feel like you maybe have thought about that before.
Aladdin.